Aravind Srinivas and Parag Agrawal. I'm sure you've heard these two names more than a couple of times by now. But what exactly are the former IIT students up to? In this edition of Eyesight, we take a look at their journey to Silicon Valley and the ripples they have been creating over the last few weeks with their moves. As the CEO of Perplexity, Srinivas has been in the thick of the news, especially with the global AI battle becoming bigger every day. Most recently, Perplexity AI made a $35 billion all-cash offer for the Google Chrome browser, and this bid was way higher than the company's own valuation. But before we discuss Perplexity and Aravind Srinivas, let's talk about the latest and somewhat sudden entry into the AI race, which is Parag Agrawal. The name may sound familiar since the 41-year-old previously was the CEO of Twitter right before Elon Musk set the house on fire. Agrawal hadn't even spent a year as the CEO before Musk, who acquired Twitter for $44 billion, tore things down at Twitter and turned it into X. OpenAI had introduced ChatGPT a month after Agrawal was fired in 2022. And even as he was getting job offers by non-AI firms to come work for them, he knew that his job had to be in generative AI. And so began the story of parallel web systems. The company has basically built a platform that helps AI agents search the web to find the most accurate information. Agrawal has raised $30 million in funding, including from investors such as Vinod Khosla, and runs a lean 25-member team out of a Palo Alto office. But help AI agents how? Agrawal's company, Parallel, calls the AI the internet's second user. It says that the web's next user will not be a human, and that AI will use the web far more than humans ever have. According to Agrawal, AI agents operate differently from humans on the web. They can retrieve and consume thousands of documents in just one go. And because of this, the infrastructure designed for humans can't possibly serve the needs of AI. This is where Agrawal's company, Parallel, comes in. It is building a platform for this second user on the web. This platform will create an infrastructure that will let AI systems use the web directly to gather, verify, and organize information autonomously and at a larger scale than humans. Even though Agrawal went public about his company only on August 14, Parallel already powers research tasks across startups. It claims that some of the fastest growing AI companies use Parallel to leverage web intelligence. Agrawal says that technically, Parallel is not his second coming. Why does he say that? Agrawal says that in his short stint as the CEO of Twitter, he didn't really get a chance to restructure its operations and its larger vision. At Twitter, which is now called X, Agrawal spent about 10 years before he was picked as the CEO. He worked his way up the ranks, starting first as an engineer on the advertising team and eventually becoming the chief technology officer under then CEO Jack Dorsey. Agrawal worked on several of Twitter's significant products, including its initial advertising technology and its algorithmic timeline. A former International Physics Olympiad gold medalist, Agrawal moved to the US after his schooling and graduation in India. Born in Ajmer, he secured a BTech degree from IIT Bombay and later got a doctorate in computer science from Stanford University. He says that once Parallel's aim of creating a new set of tools for AI is more or less complete, in phase 2, he wants to figure out how to deliver curated content in a way that's equitable for people creating it. In fact, he originally named his company Shapely after the Nobel winner Lloyd Shapley, who was known for his concept on distribution in a group. For now, Parallel has built its own search system that includes crawling, indexing, and reasoning for AI. And while Agrawal has seen a fair bit of Silicon Valley already, there's another person of Indian origin who's just getting started. Meet 31-year-old Aravind Srinivas. Born in Chennai, Srinivas secured a dual degree in electrical engineering from IIT Madras. And in the last 2 years, his name has stirred the world of AI. After finishing his undergraduate degree at IIT Madras, Srinivas moved to the US for his PhD at UC Berkeley. There, he specialized in artificial intelligence and worked under some of the most respected names in the field. His research focused on machine learning, large language models, and reasoning systems, areas that would later explode into mainstream technology that is today called generative AI. During his time at Berkeley, he collaborated with leading academics and published work that positioned him at the cutting edge of AI. After Berkeley, he worked at Google Research, OpenAI, and DeepMind. In fact, at OpenAI, he got a front row seat to the rise of models like GPT-3. And soon after he moved on, in 2022, Srinivas co founded Perplexity with the vision of reimagining online search as it exists today. Instead of 10 links to open and read, why not give users direct answers with citations? Perplexity combined the power of large language models with real time access to the internet. The result was an AI powered answer engine that could summarize, explain, and cite all in one place. And it grew fast, very fast. It attracted millions of users across the world, found the backing of big names in venture capital, and soon positioned itself as the anti Google solution. And this is where the latest Perplexity move, called a stunt by many, ties in. Just last week, Perplexity made a $34.5 billion all cash offer for Google's Chrome browser. It's important to note that this unsolicited bid was far above the company's own valuation. And Perplexity is no stranger to making such offers. It made a similar offer for TikTok US in January, offering to merge with the popular short video app. OpenAI, Yahoo, and private equity firm Apollo Global Management have also expressed interest in Chrome as regulatory pressure threatens Google. Still, Google has not offered Chrome for sale and plans to appeal a US court ruling which said that it held an unlawful monopoly in online search. Perplexity has not disclosed any plans on how it plans to fund its offer. But it's not like it's not possible to raise this sort of money, regardless of what Perplexity's own valuation is. It has said that multiple funds have offered to finance the deal in full, of course, without naming them. For itself, the 3-year-old company has raised around $1 billion in funding so far from investors like Nvidia and Japan's SoftBank. The company was last valued at $14 billion. As new age users turn to chatbots such as ChatGPT and Perplexity, the centrality of web browsers is coming back into focus. Perplexity already has its own AI browser, Comet, that can perform certain tasks on a user's behalf. And buying Chrome would allow it to tap the browser's more than 3 billion users, giving it the ability to compete with bigger rivals such as OpenAI. It is widely known that OpenAI itself is working on an AI web browser of its own. So, what does Perplexity's offer say? Its bid pledges to keep the underlying browser code called Chromium open source. According to Reuters, which said it has seen a term sheet, the company said that it would preserve user choice and ease future competition concerns. Now, analysts say that Google is unlikely to sell Chrome. Chrome is crucial to Google's push as it rolls out features including AI-generated search summaries. The world of artificial intelligence has remained dominated by giants like Google, Meta, OpenAI, and Microsoft. But now, with Aravind Srinivas and Parag Agrawal, there's a new wave of AI tools that are smaller but possibly more disruptive in nature. If you'd like the full story of how Perplexity came into existence, Srinivas has spoken about it in great detail. Leave a comment down below. And for more such updates, keep watching ThePrint's Eyesight.